Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is my 2024 BMW M2, and in this video we're going to take it for a little night drive. We're going to talk about some updates for the channel, what cars are coming, what cars are going. We're also going to talk about a little issue I've been having with the M2. Now this car has been fantastic. I've had it for over 2.5 years. It's always been great, but I'm having this kind of oddball like issue with it. I looked it up online and it seems to be like a problem that other people are experiencing, so we're going to go over that as well. But yeah, we're just going to enjoy the night, take it for a little drive. We might mess around with some E85 just for fun to see if it does anything to the M2. I've already tested it before. Didn't really seem to make a difference, but there's a new E85 station that's a little closer to my house that they just opened up, so I kind of want to check it out, see what it's all about. But yeah, let's go ahead and start this thing up and go for a little drive. Alright guys, I got you all set up on the POV hat. Hopefully you guys have a good POV of this very nice interior. Just crossed over 18,000 miles. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you would have seen my post of crossing over 18,000 miles. I bought this car on October 15th, 2023. And as of today, which is June 1st of 2026, I have 18,000 miles. Owned it since new. And yeah, we're just going to take a little drive here, talk about it. Now, one issue that comes up all the time, and it's very frustrating, is in the heads-up display. So BMW has it set up to where obviously you can change your song track in the heads-up display by using this button here. But every time I do that, it just says please wait, and nothing ever pops up. So that's super frustrating, because it's supposed to pop up all the song titles there. And I'll say at this point, it literally pops up like 30% of the time. The other 70% of the time, it's just like this, where it just says please wait, and it doesn't pop up any song titles. So that's a little frustrating. You know, the Apple CarPlay usually works every single time it pops up, it works good. But that is really frustrating when it comes to trying to change the song. And then I'd say like 75% of the time, it'll let me change the track on the steering wheel. And the other 25% of the time, I won't even be able to change the track on the steering wheel. So it's like my heads-up display and this is not even connected at all to this. So I'll have to actually use the iDrive controller to change the song title, or to change the song. Another thing that's a little weird is, and again, maybe it's just because Sport Plus is very, very touchy, but the throttle in Sport Plus feels like an on-off switch. Like it literally feels like you like put your foot down a little bit and it takes off, and then you let go, and then like it really slows down. Like it's hard to describe. I looked it up online and it looks like other people are experiencing the same thing. Aside from those two things, literally the Apple CarPlay thing's frustrating, and then it's slightly jerky. Other than those two things, I've literally had no problems with this car. Now, I wouldn't expect any problems out of any decent built car after 18,000 miles, but it is pretty impressive that I haven't really had to bring it to service for anything. I thought the brake squeaking was a little excessive, so I did bring it to service for that, and they just told me that that's normal for M brakes. Okay, yeah, I mean, a lot of M brakes squeak. But other than that, no weird sounds, nothing like not working, no reliability problems. The car didn't ever like go into like a limp mode, or never like not start or anything like that. I know you haven't seen a lot of content on this car. It's not because I don't drive it anymore, or like I'm so in love with the Supra now and I just like put this one on the back burner. I literally drive this car quite a bit off camera and everything. I daily drive the Supra to work, so all my coworkers and stuff see me driving the Supra all the time. They're like, oh, do you drive the M2 anymore? What do you do with the M2? It's still fine. I drive it all the time. I drive it when I'm not going to work. I drive it right now, right? I just haven't really had any people to race with it. And if you guys have followed my channel before, I'm not a huge modification guy. Like, I don't like making the cars crazy and doing all kinds of crazy stuff to it. I think BMW did a great job making this car from the factory, and I enjoy it how BMW intended the car to be. And yes, I know that's the lame thing to say. Everyone wants to tune it and make 700 horsepower and do all kinds of crazy body kits and crazy stuff to it. I just am not into that. And also, like, car mods are kind of like expensive, and you don't get any value for any of those car mods that you do. There's zero value in that. Maybe if you sold it to a private seller, they'd see value in that, but you can do all the modifications you want to your car. It's going to add zero value to it. So you're spending money into it to have no value. And yes, I know cars are investments. Well, in particular cases they are, but I know cars usually aren't investments and stuff like that, but I just don't see value in spending money to possibly make the car worse. In other news, my Supra, I will be doing an oil change on that soon with liquid moly. So that's gonna get a nice oil change, and that'll be all set up to go for another 5,000 miles or so. Step on a little bit here. So this car is very quick, but you often deal with traction problems. I don't know if it's because my pilots are a little worn out. I have the Pilot Sport 4S's. Let me do a little slide around this corner. This car is so fun. It has a lot of power. like obviously with me daily driving the Supra, the power delivery is a little bit different because the Supra has really good like low end torque, but this car just has so much more power and top end. It's just crazy. I mean, obviously it makes almost 200 wheel horsepower more than the Supra, but I still get impressed every time I get in this car with how fast it is. Yes, there's always something faster, but this is plenty enough power for me. I love it. It was plenty enough power stock. I left it stock for 2 years. Do a little 50 and third here. See, a little bit jerky there. Just slowly tapping on the gas. It's a little jumpy, especially at higher RPM like that. So you really have to be gentle with it, or else you'll start bucking the car. But here's third gear. Let's say third gear, 45 miles an hour. It just goes. Nice little burbles. A little bit of a different experience from the Supra. The Supra has a lot more pops than burbles. Nice and smooth downshifts. .3,000 RPM second gear. Very touchy on the throttle. It really wants to just take off. Good grief. This car is freaking fast. Like, oh my gosh. It just keeps pulling. It pulls so hard up top. Like, it's very, very impressive. And the gear ratios are perfect gears. You're never like in too long of a gear. But speaking of performance, we're gonna do a little Dragy test here just for fun. We're gonna do a 1/4 mile test, and then maybe once we put that E30 mixture in there, test it after. So we're gonna see what it does 1/4 mile. I mean, it's probably not gonna do very good, probably like a mid upper 11. Just because like it can't get out the hole really quick. Like it doesn't get really good traction from a dig. All right, let's do a small burnout. All right, and then Dragy's ready. I'm ready. Traction. Yep, upper 11, just like what I thought. 11.8 at 125 and a 4.20 to 60. Imagine that, going 4.20 to 60 and still doing an 11-second 1/4 mile. That shows you that the top end and the power is there. It just can't get off the line very good. 6130 wasn't very good. It was 8.6 on that run. So not the greatest times, because this car typically does a low 8, like 8.1, 8.2. So not the greatest at all, but at least we have a baseline, and then we'll come back with the E30 and see what happens, which you guys won't have to wait for. You'll see it later in this video. But yeah, let's talk about this Tesla that I have on order. So I ordered a Model 3 Performance in the new frost blue color because I'm excited for that new color. I love the fact that the color is only performance oriented, and what I mean by that is it's only available in the 26 Model S and X plaid, and then now the Model 3 and Model Y performance only. So if you see a Tesla in frost blue, doesn't matter which Tesla it is, you know that it's a fast one. It's the top tier version of that model. So I like the exclusivity of it. I think it looks pretty good from what I've seen online, but we'll definitely check it out once it arrives in person. The latest as of today, which is June 1st, the latest is that my Tesla app says June 5th to June 30th, but I haven't got a VIN yet, so it's making me think it's going to be mid-late June, which sucks. I was hoping to get the car sooner. I want to start making content and stuff for you guys, and selfishly I want that new Model 3 Performance. I can't wait to daily drive that car. It's like going to be the best daily ever. I get to do freaking 2.90 to 60s like nothing, because like this car is super fast once you're moving, but it cannot take off. You need like a drag radial or something to take off in this thing. Hopefully there's no police at the light. I kind of want to slide it a little bit. This car, you got to be on your toes. I guess it'll stop. So I was watching a Topher video the other day. Actually, it was today I was watching it, of the M2 CS. He was mentioning, he was on track and he mentioned that the downshifts can be a little lazy. I don't notice that. Like, I have the CS trans tuning. I don't notice the downshifts being lazy. Like when you're in the third shift setting, it downshifts quick. PDK fast? No. Fast? Yes. So I think it's fine, honestly. Very jerky in the third shift setting as expected. This car, you just gotta watch yourself. You gotta watch that back end because it likes to dance around. That's why I have the traction, the DSC in number 3, because it'll still let me spin, it'll still let me get sideways, but it won't let me completely lose control. So it's kind of like a happy medium. It's the Goldilocks of traction control, in my opinion, because 4 and 5 are a little too restrictive. 6, 7, obviously that's going to be way more restrictive than I want, and then 2 gets a little sketchy, and then 1 and 0, like there's pretty much no traction control, so you're pretty much on your own with that one. But I think I pretty much covered everything, guys. Talked about the Tesla I have coming in, talked about the Supra a little bit. I enjoy it. I think it's fun. I like the content that I'm making on it, but I just don't know if I want to keep 3 cars for a really long time, just because it doesn't really make sense to have 3. I think I just want to stick with 2. And plus, think about that garage lineup. Like, that's literally perfect. A Model 3 Performance daily and an M2 fun car. Like, that's literally perfect for me, because it's affordable. They're the best cars for the price, in my opinion. I think the M2 is the best sports car for the price, and I think the Model 3 Performance is the best daily driver / sport car for the price too. So it's literally, I have the best of both, in my personal opinion. And it'll be cool because I have the top of the line, well, I guess technically not top of the line M2 since they have the CS now, but back when I got this, it was the top of the line M2, and then I'm gonna have the Supra 3.0 Premium, which is the top of the line Supra, and I'm gonna have the Model 3 Performance, which is the top of the line Model 3. If there's anything you guys want to see on the M2, like, I would love to get more racing in, but it's just, you know, you need to have someone that A, has a car that you want to race, and B, knows how to race, and C, is down to race. It's hard to find like the perfect person, because no matter what, especially the Corvette guys, oh my goodness, don't race a Corvette unless you want everyone to complain in the comments, especially if you beat it. Like, I don't know what it is about the Corvette guys. I love Corvettes. My name is literally JVet. But the Corvette guys, when the Corvette loses, it doesn't matter what car it is racing, if the Corvette loses, there's so many excuses and so many complaints about, oh, it was heat soaked, oh, the driver didn't shift it right, oh, they started late, oh, this, oh, that car has this, you should have raced it against this one. Like, it's just crazy to me. The Corvette people are insane. I want to kind of go over the plans with the Supra and the plans with this car. So plans with this car mod wise, nothing, sorry. But with the Supra, I have been considering doing a tune because I mean, the Supra's so good from factory with like the power that it makes. I feel like it's just perfect for how fun that car is. But I think it would be kind of interesting to experience a tuned B58 before I get rid of it, because I don't want to get rid of it without having at least the idea of what it would have been like to be tuned. So I think I want to tune the Supra, and it already has the bolt-ons for it, so it's kind of already ready for a tune. And then with this car, I do plan, if the pricing is right, I do plan on trading this for a M2 X-Drive, because I feel like this is a car that I kind of wanted to keep really long term, and I kind of have, like I've already almost had it 3 years. But an M2 X-Drive would be perfect, because I think this car does everything great. I mean, it has that little tech glitch I was talking about, whatever. I think this car does everything great, except for it doesn't have the traction from zero. It's okay, don't get me wrong, it's not like just complete Spin City, but it's not what I want in terms of traction. And plus at lights, because you know I like to take off fast at lights here and there. This car just can't take off fast at lights with the rear wheel drive. It just can't. Either your traction control is going to be cutting all the power, or you're just going to be spinning. I like the idea of having the all-wheel drive, so I think this car will be traded on an M2 X-Drive if they end up doing that and the pricing is right, because then I feel like that'd be the perfect M2. And then also if they keep it the same, oh, I need to turn left here. If they keep everything the same in terms of like the interior and everything, I have no hybrid assist in this car. I have no extra nonsense, or like there's still some physical buttons. So I feel like this will be the best version of a modern day car without being too completely digital. And I know the two screens, people like the older one, like the people that like the more buttons, they like the older screen, they feel like that's the best. But when you see this new screen and you go to the old one, the old screen doesn't hold a candle to this new one. It doesn't look as clear, it's not as nice, it's not as big. I think a 27 M2, as long as they keep the interior kind of similar to this, I feel like that would be the perfect last M car you can get before it's all hybrid and super heavy and extra nonsense. Like the new M5, great car, it's probably better than the old one in every single way, but I just can't get down with the new M5. And this is the new station that supposedly has E85. Oh, and guess what they do? What do you know? It does have E85. Hopefully the E85 doesn't cost a small fortune. Oh, why is there no lid on the E85 pumps? Is it not available? Oh, someone got some E85 there. What the hell? $489 for E85, excuse my language. That is complete highway robbery right there. Dang, that is terrible. Well, good thing we're only getting a few gallons. All right, guys, just filled up. We got 2.6 gallons of E85. So definitely not an E30 mixture, but should be a little bit better than 91. So maybe the car will drive a little better, I don't know. All right, guys, we're gonna do the same thing like last time. We're gonna do a small burnout. But that felt way faster. Let's see if the Dragy says the same thing. All right, guys, so it was faster. We did a 1178, but it was at 127 miles an hour, and that's with 5,000 DA and 2,500 feet of elevation. So that's pretty darn good. We did the same crappy 4.20 to 60, but I can tell when the car was running that it felt faster. And check this out, we did an 8.08, 60 to 130 on that run. So as you can tell, 8.6 to 8.08 is a massive difference. So it definitely helped. I don't know if the E30 makes a bigger difference out here in the heat than it does in normal temps, but the car's moving. We did, yeah, 8.08 is very, very good. And it's a 0.6 improvement of what it was before. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. I just wanted to go over with you guys, give you a little update on the garage and everything, what's going on. I hope you guys are excited for the Tesla content coming soon, and possibly a M2 X-Drive content whenever that gets released. But if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one.